First question.
Yeah, how's it going? Joe, congratulations, unbelievable performance. Look, you were absolutely peppering with that left lead uppercut all night. Were you a bit disappointed you couldn't get him out of there?
Yeah, look, and I knew it was going to be a very tough opponent. I knew it was going to take me a couple of rounds to get into it. I was in the ring for 20 months, it's a long time in activity, but I knew it was only a matter of time when I started finding my distance with the left uppercut, the left hand, and kind of bully him at the end of it, like, I mean, push him back and let him feel that I was there to take this fight. But overall, delighted with my performance. Really tough fight, tough opponent. It's definitely going to stand for me first 10 rounds, and I can't wait now to go on to bigger fights. I mean, I'm ready to go in a couple of weeks again.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, obviously, this is a massive show, 3 Arena. What was it like to put on such an unbelievable performance? 5 to 9, in my opinion, in front of the hometown crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, a fight like that is definitely entertaining for the crowd. I don't know if the coaches too happy with me fighting like that, but definitely look, it had great battles in there. But I knew I was coming out the best in most of the battles. Regarding when I started getting up my toes, letting my hands go. Fair juice to me, took really big shots, and he just kept coming. But I thought it was a great fight, great performance, and as I said to the rest of them, still unbeaten. I won my first national title when I was 11 years old. I'd never been beaten in Ireland at any level or any tournament. So to have that record continuing at the age of 32, I'm very proud of myself.
And tell me this, we'd be knocking on Dana White's door asking for a performance bonus.
Look, I think that'd be up to him, but absolutely, look, 50 G's, baby, it'd be nice to get.
Congrats, man. Delighted to see you back in action. A long time out when we were speaking about this during the week. The first couple of rounds, he came out of the traps fast. How were you feeling over those first 2-3 rounds?
Yeah, look, and I knew he was going to come out of the traps fast. I knew he was closing the distance really quick, so it was kind of, I knew, look, I was going to have to sometimes let him have momentum, because I needed to obviously wear him down and obviously get my own time and my own distance. But in my head, all the time, even through the tough parts of the fight, I felt like I was always going to win the fight. I felt like I was always going to catch him. There was no stage in my mind that I didn't think I was going to win it, and I still believe there was more left in me. It was just, I've obviously been out of the ring inactively, and sometimes you close the distance quicker than I like them sometimes, where if I was peppering them with the jab, 1-2, straight backhand, in moments like to me, and I was showing me levels.
Yeah, it's kind of like trying to find your rhythm, I suppose, after a long time off. Did you feel it was a little bit stuttery like that in the beginning, but it eventually settled down, I suppose?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, in the first couple of rounds, I felt like that. Even like some of the first rounds, I still think I was nicking them, but I felt like my time wasn't there. But when I started peppering the left hand, the jab, some of the body shots, I was hurting them in middle rounds, the end of it there. I sapped these tanks. I think it was over the 7th round where he felt like he was back and a lot.
In situations or fights like that, I often look at the fighter who has the better fundamentals. When a fight starts chaotically, they're always like the guy I will always back to come out of there, because especially when you've got 10 rounds as well. I suppose, was that part of the game plan coming in, was to maybe just stay calm under pressure and let the fight settle?
Oh, absolutely. Like, we knew coming in that the fight was going to be tough early on. We never did 10 rounds before. I was in the ring for, as I said, 20 months. I knew I needed to pace myself to a certain stage, but also I knew that Artjom carried a lot of power, and he was a very active fighter, so I knew I couldn't risk anything for the first couple of rounds, so I had to obviously be very cagey, good guard, and break him down slowly.
You're back now with this opportunity. What have the discussions been like with the promotion? Do you have like a multi-fight deal with these guys now, and do you have a clear pathway forward?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Dana White, Nick Khan, Zuffa Boxing, obviously having brought Sky Sports and Paramount Plus. This is what I dreamed of, like, just to be given an opportunity to be able to be regularly fighting on the big stage, fighting on Sky Sports, fighting on Paramount. I have a contract with Zuffa Boxing, multi-fight contract. So look, this is what dreams is made of. This is my second chapter in my career, I believe, and this is the final one, but hopefully the most successful one.
Can't wait to see it, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Joe, on a great win. That was a brilliant fight. There was a lot of talk before this that this was make or break for you. Did you feel that extra pressure coming into it?
Look, I know, as I said, this is my last chapter as a professional fighter, and being such a good amateur, people expected a lot from me early on. Obviously, I didn't get off to the great start as a professional, obviously injuries and obviously inactivity. But look at this, I believe that I'm the best 175 in the world, one of the best. So I need to prove myself, I need to get more activity, I need to be able to show in there that I can dig deep, I can fight, because I always had the boxing ability. It was about having that dog in me as well.
Just before your fight, I was out having a quick smoke, and one of your fans came up to me, and the positivity that he was speaking around you and your support, and he said that you are so loved from where you're from, but this is time they make it on the world stage. Do you really see this fight contract with Zuffa being able to really kick on and show your world level?
Absolutely, I think look at the platform is there now. Zuffa obviously giving me that pathway, and it's totally up to me now to put the work in the gym, and when I go in there, keep fighting my heart out, keep performing, keep getting better, and look, as I said, there's big opportunities there. I know there's big fights ahead of me, and in big arenas. So yeah, it's lovely to get my first one out of the way here in the 3 arena, first ever time fighting. Atmosphere is electric, and now, as I said, look, we're ready to take on anyone in the 175 with Zuffa.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, Joe, congratulations, great win. And first of all, you know, you spoke about the inactivity, a long time out of the ring. Just speak to us about the kind of relief of just getting back in there, first of all, and you know, the hardship of being out so long, but also the relief of getting back in there and putting that inactivity behind you.
Yeah, it's always great knowing you come up the right side of a really tough fight. Look, we could have like really set for an easy opponent starting out in my Suffolk career. We could have looked for someone obvious with a losing record, someone that wouldn't really bring much to me to put me under much pressure. But we sat down as a team and said, look at it. We really believe we can go all the way. We got to be beating guys like Kasparian. Now he's a good fighter, unbeaten, big power. But like as I said, there's levels in this game, and for me, where I think I should be and where I think I can go, I need to be beating him, and obviously finding that winning mentality of knowing how to dig deep when things start to go wrong for you sometimes during the fight.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned the opponent, Kasparian, came out very strong. You know, it was a tale of a fight of two halves, really. Was there a point that you felt that kind of tide turned? Did you feel it really hurt them at any stage to kind of have that strong finish in the second half of the fight?
Yeah, definitely. Look at it. When it started, obviously, and a couple of them straight backhands again, and it was definitely hurt him with that left uppercut. And you could see it was sapping his energy. You could see obviously his power was weakening as the rounds went on, and I felt like that every time I let a combination go, that I was taking a lot of him and obviously hurting him. I would have liked obviously to put more on him if I had always more activity where I feel like I could get him out in maybe the later rounds. But definitely this is stand to me, and he's a really tough opponent. And as I said, there's not much out there that it takes the same shots he took for 10 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see why he was unbeaten coming in, but yeah, just finally on the future, you know, it will be important for you to put that inactivity behind you. What's the plans? Have you got eyes on kind of dates you want to get back out there, or you know, just keep busy?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at him. I mean, my manager, my man Ali, he's working on things at the moment. He's things in place, hopefully, and so yeah, absolutely. I want to get out again before Christmas. I want to keep busy, and I want to get in as many fights as possible. As I said, I don't want any easy ones. I want to take on the best in the division. I want to prove to the world that I believe I am the best.
Great, thanks very much. Best of luck.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Legend. Yup, yo. Top man.